Hello and welcome back, Josh, Sam and anyone else who's watching, to You Stay Classy, San Marino. We are here at the dawning of a new era. We are now a team that win things, newly. We are also a team who is in the final of another competition, for we have to play the Super Cup, the Supercoppa from last year. As a quick recap, in case anyone missed it, last year we finished in 7th, but we won the Italian Cup, beating Udinese on penalties. Very tense competition finale that was. But since then we have not rested on our laurels. I think they're still our parent club, Cesena, are up in this division now. That's good, that's fun to see. But yes, we've made many a signing. Let's go and check those out. So if we go to the history, we've sold £36 million worth of players. That's pretty good going, I think. We sold Slobodan Sabo to Dagenham and Redbridge for €5.5 million, or 5.75 million euros, sorry. He did pretty well for us last year in one little spell, but overall the fans weren't particularly happy with him, and I thought he could do more, so we made a little profit on him. Off he goes to the Premier League, where he will inevitably not be any good. We then let go of this guy on free. You don't know who he is. I don't know who he is. That's fine. Tsenko Mihov has left, a tallman who's goodish at defending but not quick, and actually not great in the air despite being a tallman. He left for £3 million to Osasuna in the Spanish top division. We made a profit of £400,000 on him after we signed him from Torpedo Vladimir. He did pretty well for us over his 2 seasons, pretty consistently anyway, and he scored one of the crucial goals in the Cup, I believe, to help us progress, but nevertheless not good enough, and so off he goes to Osasuna. We then sold Lionel Evangelisti. May seem like a little bit more of a ridiculous sale. He's pretty good right back. Played okay at centre back, but actually he didn't ever play okay for us. That's kind of the point. We signed him for a free from Brøndby. We made £4 million worth of profit on him, or euros worth of profit on him. He never played brilliantly well, and so yeah, off he goes to Roma, where they're paying him far too much money. Another player out was Marcus Arvidsson, the centre midfielder who we signed when we first were promoted into Serie A. Played okay for us, but we decided then to loan him out to Brescia in Serie B. He played twice for them, only 2 sub appearances, and then we sold him for £500,000 to Juve Stabia. So we made a profit on him, quite impressively, considering he's 31 years old. We then sold the youngster Johannes Costa, who wasn't improving in our youth scene. We bought him for free off of Bayern. We made €675,000 back when we sold him to Rostock. So good for us, not so great for Rostock, methinks. Speaking of players who are not so good, Serge Yao, a player who we signed off for free off of PSG, spent last year on loan at US Kevy, where he did badly. He's now gone on loan to Amiens. Both of those loans were moneyed loans, so I think we've actually made the free transfer money back. Anyway, and he'll be off there for another year. We then sold Julian Achenbach, who's not progressed as well as one had hoped. Signed him for free off Dortmund, and now we've sold him back to Koblenz. TuS Koblenz. That can't. Oh, strange name. Anyway, he's gone over there, and for £1.3 million. Actually, he's doing okay for them in the Bundesliga, so well done him. We then sold pretty much, not a club legend, but a bit of a hero of this save. Jean Villamos has left to join Sampdoria. He's not good enough, really, but he did sign for us at the beginning of Serie B. He went on to have some very good years for us, scoring a number of goals as we were promoted into Serie A and then keeping us in Serie A. But yeah, we need to move forward. So we signed him for free off of Grasshoppers, and then we sold him for £1.6 million to Sampdoria. Not Badoria. Another player who we got rid of, Marek Galek, is actually okay, although again not as good as I thought he would be when we signed him. We signed him for £1.9 million off of Sigma Olomouc. He did not do brilliantly well, and we sold him to Granada now for £4.5 million. Not bad deals. Another player who I spent quite a lot of money on initially was Marcus Ruber. He's not great defensively, good sort of physically and quick and like in terms of speed, but not great defensively. Anyway, he's returned to Russia after 1 year in Italy, with even us making a profit. We bought him for €5.25 million, sold him for €6.75 million. He did well for us, can't lie, but we've got better now. And so, yeah, he returns to Russia on a ridiculous wage. Well done, Marcus Ruber. We then gave William Noble to Udinese on a co-ownership deal. We'll probably get him back for free. That's cool. The same with Ferruccio Santoni, another player. I don't know why he's worth so much money. He's come through our youth team. Torino paid us nearly 650,000 euros to co-own him. Fine. We then sold Lucio, the goalkeeper we signed when we joined Serie A, for free. He didn't do well last season in his few appearances. He didn't really do well in his first season either, so we've made €2.5 million worth of profit as we sell him on to Frosinone. So good money made. We then got rid of Angelo Ensensi on loan to Cremonese. He's not progressed as much as I thought he might do when we signed him for free off of Albino Leffe, but he's now at least worth nearly €2 million. If he does well this year, we'll probably sell him for a bit of money. And yeah, Cremonese, they're still in this division, I believe, so yeah, he'll have some good playing time if he actually plays. And then finally, we sold Henry de Jong, what seemed to be a very good young midfielder who we signed for free off of. We did sign him for free off of Herenveen. We sold him back to Ajax, despite him never playing a game for us, for £3.5 million. He could have developed into a good player, but we don't really at the moment have time to be paying wages for players who may get good enough. So. We'll definitely get to the point where we can do that, but for the moment, the other thing as well being is that our training and youth facility is not really good enough to help them to progress. So I think why not cash in? We lost nothing, we gained £3.5 million. So yeah, all that means that we are in a net profit in terms of the year's transfers, despite this year being the most expensive transfer incomings we've ever had. We spent our first bit of money on securing Alfredo Segredo back from his co-ownership deal with Frosinone. We spent £4.5 million on that, £4 million to get him back in, and then he signed a new contract, so that's good. We signed Kostadin Jovchev. He's a very good left back. He comes in from Galatasaray. Didn't play well for them last year, but has had a loan at Brescia, so he's got some knowledge of this division. I'm pretty happy with him as a left back, so he's probably going to be our starter. We then signed Juan Alberto Navarro from Tripoli, Asteras Tripolis. He's a very good centre back, a bit slow maybe, but nevertheless a quality player. 6'3", 24 years of age. Signed him on a free. Yes, please. We then signed a couple of players who were going to go straight into the youth team and just make us some money. So Doug Coward, mainly signed because of his name, but also because he's going to be worth a lot of money. He's on basically no wages, and we can probably make some money off of him. I don't think he'll be that good, but again, we'll be able to make some money. Another player in a similar mould, Dariush Kardwan, comes in from Dortmund again. The idea being that we'll try and sell him off for a couple of £1 million in a couple of years. We then signed a big player, Yuri Musayev, from, where was that, Basel. He comes in for €6 million. He's a quality striker, and he will do well. He's done well in our pre-season games, so I'm looking forward to him pulling on his boots in the colours of San Marino. We then got a bunch of our players back from co-ownership deals, so Yanchev, Serra and Koch. We then splashed out the monies for Davy from Cremonese, £10 million. €10 million. He comes in at 6'4" as a centre back, 25 years of age. He did well for Cremonese last year. He's going to do well for us this year. I'm happy with him. We also signed Goat Johansson, a player who I was trying to sign last year on loan from Liverpool, but it couldn't. He signed instead for Chemnitz in the German top division. He comes in on loan for the year. Hopefully we can maybe try and buy him if he enjoys his time here. It seems like he liked Chemnitz, which was odd. Anyway, and he'll be playing and getting some goals for us, no doubt. We then signed a goalkeeper to replace Lucio. That's Tom Sinichins. He's better apparently than Bailey, but I don't really think he is. He comes in on a free from Olympic Donetsk, where he's done very well in the Ukrainian Premier League, and on pretty little money and on a rotation contract, so he's pretty good deal for us. And then we found out that we had no right backs left because we sold Evangelisti, so I signed Carlos Ferreira, a youth prospect who's very good from he came in from Genoa. He spent last season on loan at Paphos, who are in Cyprus, where he did averagely. I think he's going to be very good. We just need to make sure that he's working on all of the correct things. I think, why is his defending so low? Is his maybe just let's upgrade his tackling. Good, Carlos Ferreira. Anyway, so he's our backup right back behind Knight. And then we've signed Tarcisio, a Brazilian winger from Lazio, for €5 million. He comes in to pressure the right wing Milivojevic, and we'll probably sell Didrik Sivertsen later in the summer, but he's currently injured, so I can't. So that's how the squad has changed, and we're now going to play the Cup final, the Coppa Italia, Supercoppa of Italia, the Supercoppa Italia, the Community Shield, against Inter. They won the league last year pretty comfortably. I think they beat us pretty comfortably both times as well in the league. So let's take them on. We've never won this competition. We've never been in this competition before. Let's just rejig our team a little. Take away all these subs. Obviously Segredo will not be playing. Let's make this happen. Right, so goalkeeper. Let's have Bailey start. Simicins on the bench. We will start with... Oh, Knight's actually suspended, so it's going to be Carlos Ferreira's debut. We will probably play with Davey there at the back, and we'll have Souza and Jovchev there. In midfield, Tarcisio is going to start because we don't have a fit right winger otherwise. That may also be one of the reasons why I signed him. We'll never know. Jerko Vardic comes in, Silveira comes in, and I think up top we're going to play... So Amara is now good enough to be in the first team. That's why I haven't signed any other strikers. We're going to stay with Musayev. We'll have Jonsson and Amara on the bench, and that's how the team's going to line up. Let's go, boys, let's go. We need to renumber a bunch of players here. So you'll be number 3. Musayev can be number 10. Navarro can be number 4. Tarcisio 14. Ferreira at number 5. That's wrong, but whatever. You can be number 15. Goethe Jonsson can be... we've lost all of our striker numbers. 21. And Tom Simicins can be number 1. I said I would renumber them, but I actually haven't had the chance to submit their final numbers, so we might go through and renumber them soon. I've also replaced my assistant manager. His deal ran out. His deal ran out at the end of last season, and I didn't think that he was anything super wow. So I signed a new guy who's got much better man management skills, meaning that his team talk suggestions will be better, and he'll just be a little bit more sort of useful in the role that I want him to play as an assistant manager. So yes, the ball comes in. Husic turns, clears to Caballero. Caballero out towards Musayev. Musayev wants the ball, goes round his man. Lovely stuff. Can he cross the ball in? He doesn't even try. Bush to Shaq to Bush into Husic. Husic puts the ball in towards Caballero, but Van der Meulen clears. Bush now to Musayev. Shaq, lovely ball to Husic. Husic has scored. We're 1-0 up in the final of the Super Cup, which is only one game, therefore it's the hardest game. It's also the hardest competition to qualify for because you have to either win the league or the cup. So yeah, it's the tip-top competition in Italy, and we are currently winning it. Yum, 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 yum. Yes, please. Husic, great ball from Shaq. Husic slots the ball home through the goalkeeper. Very poor goalkeeping there. I wonder if they're playing their first team. Judging by the collection of numbers, none of which is lower than 10, except for the goalkeeper's number, I suspect they're not. They're playing number 12 at left back. That seems unlikely to be their starting left back. And yeah, they shoot wide. Although I think Pelosi has played. Nancy Pelosi, obviously starting her new career in Italian football, very late in her days, but still. Yilmaz with a free kick, smashes it over. It's nice to see that the more things change, the more things stay the same. Husic crosses, but Van Meulen clears. Shimizu running with the ball. Kenta Shimizu. I think he's like 400 years old. Anyway, great play by him. Perez Cano. There was about 5 of them lining up to score that. Shimizu, it's either them or maybe it's AC Milan. One of them has a really, really good but like incredibly old Japanese player, and I think it might be that guy that just set that goal up. Anyway, Bush to Husic. They completely ruined us with that one, but let's keep going. Musayev to Caballero. Caballero's gone through on his own, takes the shot, possibly could have given the ball over to Musayev to shoot, but never mind. Yilmaz keeps going. Martins in midfield, loses out to Husic. Yilmaz with the ball, out to Tarcisio, to Musayev. Musayev into Shaq. Shaq wins it back. Yilmaz to Musayev. Musayev is going, shoots, and goes over the corner of post and crossbar. Unfortunate. 46 minutes gone. We are 1, and it's the end of the first half, and it is 1-1. Very, very nice. Pleased with how things are going. It's nice that we've scored from open play in a cup final. So far, we haven't actually scored in the cup final yet. Obviously, it doesn't really matter about this competition, and I think that for the... Hang on, Husic brings the ball in? No. Ferreira shoots. For the purposes of brevity, we'll probably not be playing this game very often, even if we qualify for it in the future, which we definitely will be doing, or at least I definitely intend to be doing, mainly because it sort of sits on its own in the middle of... Like, it's not like the Ukrainian one, which was always about 1 day before the start of the season. This one is like 2 weeks before the start of the season, and I would normally still be playing pre-season friendlies and signing players potentially. So in the future, this isn't really the best time to be doing a squad overview. Oh, Musayev hits just the side netting. Unfortunate, but great effort. So yeah, the idea will be that we'll probably not play this game very often, but unless we have something fun to show off or whatever. Anyway, Preggia wins himself a corner. Minuti, Navarro clears. Musayev heads the ball on, tries to run onto it himself. Perez Cano, oh, he was dallying, but we forced him into a dodgy throw. Bush, Musayev, can he cross? Doesn't even try. Taken out, but he does this time. Van Meulen, Shaq shoots from long range and curls wide. What are we doing in terms of players? Everyone's looking pretty good. Let's keep it as it is. Oh no, Davies not looking good, but alright. 68 minutes, 69 minutes, 70 minutes. Yilmaz to the back post. Pelosi clears. Let's bring on Sousa for Davy quickly. And I think we can also give Vardic a run out. And maybe Amara, because he's actually our player. Okay, Husic crosses the ball in towards our boys, but Sinani makes a good save. We've made our 3 subs. Ferreira, I wonder if this goes to extra time. I should have thought it just goes straight to penalties, but these Italian games are sometimes a bit odd. Vardic puts the ball in towards Amara. He's beaten by the tackle. Amara again wins the ball. Caballero just slots it wide. It could have been 2. Could have been 2. And we've also got our draw for the Europa League. I'll show you what's going on with that in a minute. Tarcisio wins himself a corner. Nicely done. 86 minutes. Could we have a late winner? Caballero's corner. Why is he taking corners? Who knows? For a back out to Caballero, it's going to be called offside. You can tell because the assistant ref stopped moving. And yeah, unfortunate. Okay, are we going to go straight to penalties? No, we're not. They have a late corner. Yilmaz heads clear. Caballero, don't know what he did there. Preggia. Good save. Easy. 1 minute left of normal time. Bush to Vardic. Vardic tries to play it up the line. He does eventually. Cotet, who I think has been injured most of the game. Big ball pumped into the box. Nobody gets there. Shimizu taken out by Yilmaz. Yilmaz, of course, getting booked. We can't go through a single fixture without getting a booking. It's only strange that it wasn't Cavallaro. Oh dear, no! Oh, they have a chance right at the end there. End of 90 minutes. That suggests that we're going into extra time. We are. Good, I suppose. Anyway, we have actually in the past beaten Inter, so... Although, again, they are not playing their strongest team and we're pretty much playing ours. So, yeah, there's still some way to go. Shimizu, tackled by Bush, nicely done. Up towards Amara. Amara, fouls. And he's going to get himself a booking. Come on, Amara, mate. He's been sent off. Fine. I assume we have no more subs. I don't know if that's true. Can we make another substitution? No. Well, this is just what's going to have to happen then. 10 men. Yilmaz with a free kick. Shoots it well over the bar. Inter Milan 1. San Marino 1. Minuti to Perez Cano. Great tackle by Ferreira. Runs up and clears. Caballero with the ball. Tackled by Van der Meulen. Good save. There's noises in the background. The ball is going to be slowly handed over to Bailey. It's nearly the end of the first half of extra time. There it goes. Let's play on. Nothing we can do at this point. Sinani out to Ramella, to Martins, Minuti. We could try and go to penalties again. I don't think it's going to make too much of a difference. Vardic, huge big ball up towards Caballero. Can he get on the end of it? He does! Oh, it's a great save by Sinani. Caballero using the last of his energy to get on the end of that long, hopeful punt. We played the ball in, there was nobody there at the back post. Doesn't matter because their defender has been totally dominant, as it was mentioned just then. Ferreira to Caballero. Can he cross towards anyone in the box? Maybe. Shaq. Oh, Vardic just needed to put his leg out. And there it is. It's the end of normal time. It's a shame that Mark Amara's not there because he's good. Let's say Navarro. Yilmaz missed in the last. See, the other thing is as well, like, he's not good at finishing, but he's good at composure and penalties. Does that make him better at someone who's good at finishing and composure, but not good at penalties? Right, we're gonna. It seems mad not to have. Yeah, like that. Okay, so we're going to penalties again. It's the way we do. I'm ready to click copy and paste for whichever one of us wins the shootout. Oh, it's interesting we're doing it this end this time. Bailey was very much the hero in the last shootout we did. Shimizu surely going to score. He does. Bailey went the right way, but yeah, it's a pretty emphatic penalty to start things off. Shaq he places the ball down carefully, finishes with aplomb because he's a professional. He scored in the last penalty shootout as well, I think. Anyway, Martins, great save by Bailey. Marcus Bailey saves the penalty, and now it's Tarcísio's turn on his debut to score a penalty in a shootout. I suspect he's going to miss. He does. Smashes it off the crossbar. You can. Again, I don't know if I've talked about this before, but the text at the bottom here pretty much guarantees what's going to happen when it says he steps up to take the penalty. See, now the goalkeeper's trying to put him off. I think he's going to score. Oh, he missed. Okay, maybe the algorithm is wrong. Vardic now. The opposition crowd are jeering. Yeah, I can imagine the whistles could be heard from the opposition fans as Vardic steps up. Vardic, his penalty is saved as well. I can imagine the San Marino fans, by the way, being like so just vitriolic and awful. See, this kind of steps up thing I always think they miss. And he does. Perez Cano misses. Caballero, I've put him in there for a reason. Can he do it? It's going to be Caballero to take the penalty. He scores, and it's 2-1 to San Marino. Van der Meulen, he's had an excellent game so far. He's been completely dominant. But if he misses here, they lose. And he does. They only had one on target. That's the one that went in. Oh, sorry, they only had the one goal. Anyway, but we've won the Super Coppa. I'm going to just, you can hear me do it. Click, click. San Marino Calcio win the Super Coppa Italia. We possibly didn't deserve it, but we have done what we needed to do, and we got through on penalties yet again to add another piece of silverware to the club. Wheatland's name on San Marino lips. I'm a legend. Caballero's an icon. Great stuff. Okay, we win the Super Cup for the first time. Amara banned for one match. I'll give him a warning because that's a silly boy. Yeah, we did really, really good. Vicious foul. Shaq on form in memorable win. That's our first ever. Does it say that? It's our first time in so many years. No. When was the club actually founded? San Marino founded in 1959. So 126 years. Not bad. And yeah, we've done it. We've won another competition, so that's great. Obviously, I'm not being super excited because it is just the Super Cup, but we did manage to get that win. Super. Very happy about it. She'll control save on the old FM Stats dock. Now, I'm going to go play Recreativo, and then what we're going to do is we're going to play a two-legged affair against Ventspils from Latvia. We know that we're probably going to win that because the Latvian division is not good. But if we win it, I believe that puts us through to the group stages. Let's just look at the rules. Qualification, winner qualifies to the group stage, yeah. So, if we win that, we go through to the group stage. And then we'll play some group stage games and maybe a couple of league games later on in this season. So, see you in the next one, guys. I hope you enjoyed that. Bye.